Welcome back, everybody. This is episode 14 of the Road to the Top series. I am Stay Toasty, and last time we started off the second season of this save, and our first season in the second division of Portuguese football. We went through some transfers and the first game, which we won. If we go back. First, let's look at the results. We won 1-0 against Fremont on an own goal. And then we came back against Angrense 3-0 in the second game. Angrense was a team that was promoted with us last season. They played in the championship for the Campeonato Nacional. I don't know if they won it. But they were definitely one of the teams that got promoted. We have two penalties by Andres Azevedo in the 7th and the 42nd minute. Azevedo's now on penalties now that we don't have Benny. If you didn't watch the last episode, spoiler. And then we have a goal here in the 25th minute by João Coimbra, the only non-penalty goal of this game. We have Jorginho up here. Holding the ball up well, waiting for people to join him. He swings it up to Coimbra, and Coimbra just slots it into that far corner. At the end of last season, he was really getting into some good scoring form. So it's nice to see him continue that form at the beginning of the season. So that was 3-0 win. Pretty easy win. And then we came up to some difficult sides in Fath and Famulação. This game, we just didn't perform well. The stats look in our favor. We just could not finish in front of goal. Nobody really in our attacking group really did anything. I mean, Aurelio and Talika probably look better than they actually did. I think that's just for a little bit of play on the goal that we scored in the 80th minute. But Jorginho got injured. He didn't do much at all. He wasn't doing much before that anyway. And I mean, after 33 minutes, we were down 3-0. So we couldn't really do anything, even though the stats say we were in this game. The eye test said we weren't, and we were really outclassed in that game. And then we came back. I mean, these are two home games too. So then we came back against Famulação. And again, stats are close, but we just didn't do enough offensively. Yeah, they had 2 goals. 50 minutes in, we're down 2-0, and our defense had played. We played a Sheriff out here on this right side. We were still trying to figure out right back issue, and he didn't perform well. Honey Sanch didn't play well on center back on the right hand side. Nobody played well other than Rui Teixeira, and yeah, that's pretty much it. We didn't do anything. It was an ugly game that we played terribly in. So today we have Sporting V. So they're probably gonna have a good young Portuguese talent. They're probably be a very young team. I think that's in the rules for this division that B teams can't have a certain amount of over 23 players. So they're going to be young, but we're young, so we can't focus on that. Let's look at transfers that we made since the last episode. Yeah, we made a lot of transfers. We didn't end up getting Diogo Quid, who was this great player I had looking forward to adding at the right back. He ended up going to Spain. We ended up getting Thiago Jogo in that midfield. We brought in Marco. I mean, I'm good with names, but Yamacharitra. Marco Yamacharitra. Yeah, that H is gonna screw me over. A strong player. He's ball-winning midfielder. I'm training him to play in that center midfield role. So I definitely see some potential for this guy. Looks like strong, and if we get him playing in that center mid, I think he's gonna work really well. Albert Blasquez, young Spanish right back, probably need cover for another signing that we had, Vash Cruz, Portuguese, a little bit younger, a little bit better in the marking and tackling. Yeah, he's gonna be a good player for us. We ended up sitting Anatoly on loan, which is fine. Hugo Firmino, we brought in because, unfortunately, Andres Azevedo has left. They came in with a price that if I didn't accept, he was going to be very pissed at me because this is about what I promised them. So that I would sell him for. So now he's in wherever the Russia. So good for him. Good for him. I'm happy for him. He's in the first division in a pretty good league. So good for him. Hopefully he plays. The rest, other than that, we had just a lot of loans. After Benny and the video was just a lot of loans out. We brought in some strikers that I'm going to show now. That's why Morris and Cerda are out on loan. So let's look at the strikers that we brought in. We brought in Chris Long on loan from Burnley. Good player, 22. He would be out of our price tag anyway, even if we had a future whatever. So I don't see him. Yeah, he's not going to join us after a year, but he's a really good player that I think is going to help us score because with Jorginho out injured and really no other answer up top, we're going to need a striker of his quality. We also brought in Ronan, more of a player for the future. He plays as a target man, but this guy he's tall. He's 6'5". He's strong. He jumps. He can reach. He's huge. So hopefully I can work on him a little bit. 22 Brazilian, plenty of potential. So this one for the future that I hope that we can sculpt into a player that I really want. Monteiro, another person to play on that right hand side. Just somebody else that we can put out there, see how they're going to perform. And then Andrea Testa, who we brought in as a backup goalkeeper, just in case Bonet has something wrong. Knock on wood. I don't think he didn't get injured all last season. I think he played every single game last season once he got signed. So hopefully he'll play. And we also I think we're currently trying to get a couple of our goalkeeper. I think we're getting Mosqueta out on loan. That's where our plan is. So this is our squad. If you want to look through it, this is pretty much how it's going to look for this season. Plenty of depth in the midfield. Plenty of depth on the wings. I'm also going to get Issam out on loan. There's too much depth on that left-hand side. He's not going to be playing as much as he probably would like. So that's the team right now. So we're going to get into this game. Hopefully we can get some points. Hopefully we can get back on the right foot after some tough results. But yeah, so we're going to get into the starting lineup right now. Alright, everybody, this is going to be our starting lineup for today. Our Loney up top with Long. Leo on this left-hand side. Rafael Diaz hasn't performed as I think a player of his quality should. Hopefully today will be the day where he unlocks his ability. Firmino on north siding on the right-hand side, coming in for Azevedo. Out with a transfer. Coimbra Teixeira, the classic pairing here in the midfield. Mignan, who's played well so far in this left fullback. Gonçalves Santos, who's been our starting center back so far this season. Might have to change out. Ronnie Santos not playing as well, so he might get. Actually, let's bring in a Sheriff for him. Let's do that. And then Blasquez on this right-hand side. Vash Cruz is probably going to be the starter, but he's out with a suspension today. probably from his former team. So that's it. And then our bench is Testa. I wanted to give Testa a start, but I think Bonet is going to get the start. Kaká, Honey Sant, Marco Aurelio, Ronan, Yama. Is it Elam? Whatever. Marco is gonna come on sometime in this game, probably, if we have a lead. If not, we're probably gonna go with somebody a little more attacking. But yeah, that's gonna be our look for us. So hopefully we play well today against some good opposition. Like I said earlier, we are coming into this game after not playing so well last couple weeks. The 2 wins at the beginning of the season did give us a little bit of a cushion between us and the relegation zone. Surprisingly, Sporting is in 18th with only 3 points. A team that has that kind of talent available to them, I'd expect to be doing better. But we'll see. We'll see how they play today, because usually Benfica, Porto, and Sporting B clubs, especially after the first season, after they bring a lot of loanees back, those teams have a huge amount of loanees, and sometimes when they bring them back, they just end up on the B team, and there's some good players on there sometimes. So usually those B teams end up being pretty good for a couple years when those French players are still part of the squad, and then once those players kind of leave, the B teams come back down to earth, but they're always usually near the top of the table. So we have to watch out for all the B teams in this division. No B team, unless it's another smaller Portuguese team. We do have B teams. We have Marítimo B, Vitória Guimarães B, Braga B. So those teams, we still have to watch out for. And there's also teams that got relegated last season. Nacional and Boavista. Nacional's been in the first division for quite a few years now. So they're probably not going to be pushovers, although they're all also at near the bottom of the table. And Boavista is at the top of the table right now. They have some good talent, and some money, a little bit of money behind them. No team in Portugal really has a lot of money behind them, but Boavista has compared to the rest of the league, probably a little bit of money behind them. So we got to watch out for them too. Coming up in the 70 minute, and nothing has happened. We've been talking about the league, and we've completely not talked about this game. So let's actually look at the game. Nothing happening. I think I'm gonna bring on a different striker. Bring on Ronan up top. Hopefully he can get a head on it and just stick it in. That'd be amazing. Well, Pedro, let's get him his debut on that right-hand side, as Firmino is not really doing anything. And let's hold off on any other changes for a couple minutes here. Let's see if those guys can affect the game in any way. If I don't see any effect, I'll look at the maps and see. Okay, we have a highlight here, and if Teixeira picks it up, to Talika. Talika gets. Oh, I thought he was gonna get past his man. He did retain the ball though. Up to João Coimbra. João Coimbra, I think he's looking for his winger here. He does not. He puts it back to Diaz, back to Teixeira, to João Coimbra, Monteiro. We have an overlap here by Blasquez. Blasquez sticks it back in to Teixeira. Teixeira out to Talika. Holding the ball well here. Hopefully we can do something with it. Blasquez here, Teixeira. Blasquez looks like he doesn't. Oh, and Ronan with the goal. Is he offside? He's not offside. Let's go. Well done. Well, that's a great goal. We had the ball for ages. I was wondering if we were ever going to do something with it, but we did. As I was saying, it looked like Blasquez just unsure about getting up there. Every time he seemed like he had some space in front of him, and he had the ability to overlap, he seemed to just cut it back into Teixeira. And although I don't have the overlap instruction on, I would like them to have a little bit of autonomy and put it up there, if necessary. So that's something we're gonna have to look at. I think he's more of a defensive fullback anyway. So that might be something we're gonna have to work on. We have a highlight here for Sporting. Oh, and it's well cleared off the line by Teixeira, I believe. They had a man in, headed towards goal, and Teixeira was there to deny him. Let's bring on Marco for Teixeira. We are winning. He is a stronger kind of midfield player over Teixeira. But Teixeira has played well today. He was kind of the pivot man in our goal, kind of staying back a little bit, making sure we kept the ball and stuff. So happy to see that from him. But Marco's going to get into the game. Hopefully push some guys around in that midfield. Make sure we keep this lead and the 3 points. I have another highlight here. Empige into Ronaldo, and Ronaldo puts it away. Not Cristiano Ronaldo, Ronaldo Tavares. Although it is Ronaldo's former club, Cristiano Ronaldo's former club in Sporting. But yeah, we couldn't figure out. We just left the man open there. Who is that? That somebody should be covering there. Can't figure out who it is. It looks like, I have no idea. So yeah, I don't know who else should be on that post, but he stayed a little bit too close to the post and kind of let his man take his time with the ball. This might be the end of the game, or it might be another highlight. Empige up to Ronaldo. Ronaldo up to Empige. Hopefully, and he just can't control it, and it goes out of bounds for a goal kick, and that's the game. Disappointing. Underdog status, I guess. I mean, I'm not sure, but I'll give it to him. I mean, we played well. It was just one bad mistake. But I don't want to have that influence the team as the whole. They had Jefferson, who is an experienced first-team player, I believe, if this is the same Jefferson. Oh, no, this is a different Jefferson. Never mind. They play in the same position now. He got the man of the match. But yeah, I mean, I thought we play. I mean, I think we're, as the stats prove, we were probably a better team. But didn't get the points to prove it. So let's look at the schedule, the upcoming schedule for our next episode. All right, guys. So this is the upcoming schedule. We're probably gonna do Olnens, Penafiel, Porto B, do those three, and then come back for Boa Vista, who's top of the table, a home game, relegated last year. So this is probably going to be a favorite for the second division title. So I think it'll be fun to kind of see where we stand. Hopefully we'll get some more points through these games. Maybe 4 points. I'd like 4 points. As the players on our team, our new players, kind of get into playing, get into the squad, see how it works, get familiar, and hopefully we can play like we did against Sporting, but get the result this time, which I think we can, if we continue to try and perform as we can. So thank you guys. A lot of fun today. So thank you. Thank you guys for watching and supporting the channel. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and stay toasty, my friends.